Hello, so here we are, it's day 2 basically, second day of fishing down here. It's a week after we last come. It's a couple of degrees colder, but at the moment we're actually really struggling to catch live baits. So we came down here about an hour ago, and we probably got about 15 baits between us, but we both got live bait buckets today, and we really wanted to stock both of those up. So I'm with Jack again, who's just behind me, trying to catch some live baits. So we're hoping to stock up, get a few more baits, and then move on to a new swim. Now the problem is we've come down here, obviously on a Sunday, everybody's out fishing at the moment. So we're kind of stuck for where to go. We're kind of talking between us at the moment to try and find out exactly where we should move into, slot into. But there's so many fishermen out today, carp fishermen, match fishermen. There's people walking up and down, people on their bikes with gear, spinning gear, stuff like that. So it's really hard. I mean, you've got a load of people out on their boats and that as well. But to find a swim here and to slot into that little swim and fish it, it's really quite difficult. We're kind of in two minds, and we're in two different sort of ideas as to where we both want to fish, but we're going to try and mill on, try and catch a couple of more live baits, and then hopefully we'll go from there and have something to report to you later, maybe on some fish that we caught. But the weather seems really nice. It's overcast. It's about 14 degrees today. Last week it's been quite cold. The river's up a little bit, maybe a foot up. So let's hope we can put some fish on the bank, hopefully, and we'll get back to you and report back, okay? So here we are, sun's out. We've moved into our swim. It's only half hour after I last left you. Got first rod out, using live bait at the moment. I'm using a roving setup like I did last time, but this time I'm actually using my 9-foot specialist rods like what Jack was using last time. I'll take you over to Jack in a little while and show you what he's using. He's kind of swapped over from what I was doing last time, but he's going to start off with a paternoster and see how he gets on with that. But we'll update you throughout the day exactly what we're doing, and hopefully we'll be able to put a couple of fish on the bank. Now, I've only got one rod out to start with. We've both got 2 rods each with us, so we might put a second rod out later. So we're just going to see how it goes, put a couple of rods out, give it half hour, an hour, and then I might be able to update you. So fingers crossed I can get on the fish. So if anyone wants to have a little laugh, they can have a look at my setup and see that I make a complete mess. Now, if you think it's quite funny because you look at my mess, now come and have a look at Jack's. This shows the difference. Look at this. Mr. Neat and Tidy. Look at that. What a tart. It's got it all nice and neat, all standing right. Look at that, look. Now normally I do fish that way. He's just got the one rod out at the moment. But you can see I've got 2 rods out and a complete mess. I always get myself into a pickle, and that's kind of how it is at the moment, but never mind, it's just how it is. So what are you doing, Jack?
Getting me rover rig out now.
So what are you doing, like fishing the second rod now?
Yeah, going to the second rod out.
It's a little bit quiet, isn't it, fella?
A little bit.
So what rods are you using today?
Just got me marble rods out, a little bit heavier than last time.
Is that because of fear of something like Xander and Pike coming?
Yeah, well after what happened with you last time, I thought we could find a heavier line.
I think it's definitely worth a go, because in a couple of weeks time, or when we next go, we're going to end up going dead baiting anyway. I think this is, for me anyway, it's going to be coming down towards the end of my my perch fishing, start tapering down now as it's getting cooler. Yeah. So are you going to continue with the live baiting at all when I start piking?
Probably, yeah. I'm going to give the perch fishing a good few more sessions.
Right, cool.
Probably until I can't catch any live baits anymore, then switch over.
Lovely. So what sort of rig setup have you got at the moment?
Just a standard.
Going to come in on that?
Standard live bait rig, free roving.
You're using the Drennan float.
Drennan float, a couple of big shots, swivel. What's that, 18 inches, 20 inches hook length?
Okay. Is there any reason why you have that sort of length of hook length?
I just like to give the bait a bit more movement under the float rather than having the leads further down near the hook.
Fantastic. So we've got plenty of baits for us to both be getting on with. It's a little bit quiet at the moment, I must say. Jack's got, like I say, a paternoster out on his other rig, and he's just about to put his rover rig out. I've got one on the bottom, a half dead perch, and I've also got a rover rig out as well. Now, I think it's just a matter of us. Let me come round. I think it's just a matter of us basically just seeing how we're going to get on with different rigs and different techniques. It's a little bit quiet at the moment, so what we're both hoping is that as it starts to get towards late evening, that things are going to pick up, because that's generally when it usually happens here on our previous trip. But like all predators, they tend to feed early in the morning and late in the evening, so that's hopefully when we're going to start getting into some fish. But we've got plenty of baits and all that. We're here, we're in a nice spot, and we're just hoping we're going to pick something up. I'm hoping I'm going to pick something up on that dead bait rig. I think that's I've got a feeling that's going to be the first one to go, and if it's going to go, hopefully it'll be a zander or a pike or something like that. But I've got a wire trace on that one just in case, especially when you've got it laying on the bottom. I think it's something you need to do. So I think Jack's going to continue getting these out. I'm going to sit down and have something to eat, and hopefully we'll have something to report back in a little while. So it's getting a little bit nippy as well. So see you in a little bit. Pake is pake. Okay, no fish to report at the moment. It's gone very, very overcast, really cloudy. Looks perfect for a bite, but for some reason we've not been able to catch a fish at the moment or put anything on the bank. We're now alone. The other anglers are left, so we've got to stretch to ourselves again, which is really good. I've actually moved my dead bait from just below my feet right up to a boat by the bridge where I had that zander last time. So we're hoping, fingers crossed, we're going to get something towards the end of the day, but at the moment it seems really, really quiet. Nothing, like I say, to report, but me and Jack have just sat and had a chat about next trip, really, where to go and what to do. Kind of pulled all over the place. We spoke earlier on about possibly techniques that we might do next time we go, but I was talking about maybe heading up to Teddington. Jack was talking about maybe even going back to Hampton Court to give it another go with some bait and that. I think we're torn between the three places to try. I mean, we've certainly got plenty of water to give a go. I've also suggested about going up to my lake that I go down in Kent, in Tunbridge. Little day ticket water down there. It's only £4 a day for 2 rods. I quite like it down there. My mate had 2 doubles in 10 minutes on his first pike session. So we managed to get him 2 pike on his first pike session in 10 minutes. So maybe give that a go. But I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I wouldn't say I'm demoralised, but I'd like to put a couple of more fish hopefully in front of the camera for you, but at the moment it's not happening. Got the baits out there, got 4 baits out now, so just hoping we can put something out there for you, maybe get it on camera, but don't want it to end up being a boring just talk to you video, but that's fishing sometimes. It's kind of how it goes, but hopefully next time I can report to you, I've got a fish in my hand or Jack's got one in his hand so we can show you. But it's really, really quiet at the moment. There's nothing really, can't see many other anglers on. They seem to have all packed up and gone off home, so see how it goes, and I'll get back to you. You will not believe what's happened. Me and Jack at the moment are licking our wounds. Absolutely fucking shit. Excuse the swearing. It was absolutely shit. It started to rain. We got the ump. We was going to go home, and now all of a sudden the perch has switched on under our rod tips, getting one after another. This one's only a small one, but I'm sure I saw larger.
Yeah, there was big ones. So.
And I had a nice fish take my dead bait on the bottom. I had a dead roach, sorry, a dead perch. So I did pack the camera away because it was raining, but Jack said that little one, he's just about to put it back. We shallowed right up under the rod tips. and we're getting perch chasing right under the rod tips now. We was going to pack up and actually go home because we were just so fed up. Jack was using circle hooks and not really sort of connecting with his paternoster that's a little bit further out. So I'm just down in the margins there. My dead bait's right down there by the bridge. I think it must have been an eel or a nice perch that picked it up, but it picked it up halfway down the bait, so obviously I missed it. So it's just coming alive. It's crazy. We was actually just sitting here talking about it, saying, oh, this is pants, just go home, nothing's happening. And then all of a sudden, it's just gone mental. It's just picked up, absolutely picked up. So we're kind of at a loss about what to do. Obviously we're going to stay now. Oh, so we're obviously going to stay now, but we're starting to run out of bait now. The fish are taking them from right under our feet. Seen a few slightly larger ones and some smaller ones. So it's just a case of hopefully catching a few and maybe some slightly larger ones to the camera, see what happens. But it's funny how it just turns on like that. But yeah, it is stupid how it just turns on. But we was literally licking our wounds and we was like resigned to the fact we should go home. But it seems to have picked up, so I better get on with the fishing. If I get anything, then I'll switch you back.
The next station is Northampton. Please mind the gap.
As you can tell, I'm on the train home now. Absolutely knackered. It's a really weird session today. It didn't feel right from the start. It was weird, but as always, it always ended up in manic last half an hour. Not only with the rain coming down, but also the fish being caught. I lost a good one on a dead bait, small perch dead bait. It was only a small. It was originally a live bait. I used it as a dead bait on the bottom, and we think it was probably an eel or a perch that picked it up. Jack spotted something close in the margin after that little piece of entertainment, and we thought it was bigger than it actually was, but it was only sort of a small perch that Jack finally managed to hook. He's over there now, shattered. So we're both absolutely mullered at the moment. I'm a little bit deflated, although it actually got a lot better. I feel a lot deflated from this session. I really don't know what to do next time. My next session will probably be on my own because Jack will probably be working. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to come back here. I don't know whether to go to the docks, which I originally was going to do, or I don't know whether to go to Barden Lakes, somewhere like that. I need to get a couple of fish on the banks. I'm really low on confidence, and it's really easy for me to record this for you guys to see it because, you know, everyone at the moment, you know, we've been looking on Facebook all day on some of the other pages, perch pages and Thames pages, and everyone seems to be catching 2-pounders and 3-pounders, but we're struggling. Don't know why that is exactly, but we're struggling to get that larger fish, but I'm hoping it will come. So the conclusion of today, it was a bit pony, to be honest. Nothing more really to say about that. Just have a go next time. I don't know when the next session will be. Hopefully it'll be during the week, but maybe I need a week off just to build some confidence back up and decide exactly what to do. But we'll have a look and see what happens. But thanks for watching. Peace out.